Jasmine Ms.Phony Crockett. Let's talk about it. I'm sure at this point, there's some on the Democratic side that's ready to tell her to go sit down somewhere and be quiet, right? She's the gift that keeps on giving. So, we know, hold on. Come on, Seth. You trying to, no, come on, man. So we understand, let me say this. What has she done? What has Jasmine Ms.Phony Crockett, what has she done since she's been a congresswoman? Can anyone name one meaningful thing she's accomplished? Just one, just name one. Has she passed any type of legislation that advanced anyone? Has she got funding for some type of program for her district? What has she done? What has she accomplished meaningful as a congresswoman? I mean, the only thing I know her as is one moment she's all articulate and smart, and then the next moment she's all Queen Ghetto, so she could be relatable to the 92% of black women that keep voting for the Democrats for the last 60 years, right? That's what I know her as. And as just hating on Trump every chance she get, and lying on the congressional floor, saying that the Republicans were getting campaign donations from Jeffrey Epstein when it was her own colleagues that was doing it. Right? And so the latest from Miss Phony herself is that apparently, I guess, some white supremacists just decided to go to the Capitol building and stand outside her office door and throw up white supremacist gang hand signals, which I've never heard of in my life. What does that even look like, right? and so she felt threatened and had to call the Capitol Police to come to her rescue because these white supremacists just decided to go into the Capitol building of all places and harass her outside of her office door. I have a question. How many believe that story? You know, that's the go-to. That is the number one go-to for these black female congresswomen and black people, period. When they get in trouble, just start crying racism, right? Anyway, so that's the new story. You know, that's just to keep our attention on this black woman being threatened by these white supremacists all of a sudden at the Capitol building of all places, right? And not continue to be grilling her about her lying, flat out lying about Republicans receiving money from Jeffrey Epstein when it was her colleagues that was doing it, right? So yeah, she's trying to deflect and misdirect our attention. Once again, it's an age-old Democratic tactic, and she's well versed in that. This woman is a sold-out puppet to that party. There is no doubt about it. And the idea that she's thinking about running for Senate is ludicrous. But it makes sense because she's shown that she's willing to sell her soul to hold the line for the Democrats, and that's exactly what they want. And so, yeah, I can see why she's considering a Senate run. Why not? You know, you've shown that party that you're willing to bend over and touch your toes for them at the drop of a dime. So yeah, that's what they want. That's what they're looking for, and she's showing that she's willing to do that. Miss Phony is the worst amongst us, right? And so yeah, she's the gift that keeps on giving. So that's the new story from Miss Phony. It's unbelievable. All right, I just had to put that out there. So thank you for watching. If you like what I do, hit me with a sub, a like, and a comment. I welcome it all. So until next time.